Good morning. It is Friday morning, and Friday morning means it's time to finish up the week in a fashion that represents the hard work that we've done up to this point. So, we are always in the battle of staying with what we are doing. What do? We decide the direction that we must go, and we head there generally. We're not afraid to correct course on occasion, but we don't turn around and do a 180. That would be extremely unlikely and unproductive unless we are doing the wrong thing. And that would be an ethical consideration, not likely an artistic one. So let's dive into ethical considerations. How do we decide how we behave and how we feel about that? What is the right thing to do? Well, that's coming up because I am visiting a place where I was raised. In just a few hours, I will be leaving. And that brings up interesting feelings because there is what I am, what I feel on a daily basis. This is me. And then when I return to that place, there is the weight of the past when I was not that thing or I was not mature at that. And that brings up everything from sense of inadequacy to, just general confusion because I've come an awful long way. And I don't know if it's more than other people or less than other people, but there was certain circumstances in my past where I was held back by cultural chains that defined who I was. And I said, I am not that person. So with that in mind, our lower brain is always trying to prove I'm not that person. But the ethical thing to do is you are visiting people, or I am visiting people who I care about. The one ethical question that I have is that the people that I care about, or many of them, feel like the family of my choice, the people I associate with, even the people in New York State, are considered bad, wrong, evil. And how do I respond to that? Because I find that they are actively telling me that people that I think are, just very wonderful people that I am proud to be associated with, are not people that are worth associating with. And the answer is, and I know what it is, it's just emotionally uncomfortable. When those topics come up, I need to say, that is incorrect. I don't believe that. That takes emotional energy. I'd much rather not talk about those types of things because I find them offensive. The people that I care about, the community at large. And I think that that's one of my fundamental ethical values is that I really feel like people should be able to express themselves in ways that they feel comfortable with, as long as that doesn't actively, and that's the word actively, impact someone else. See, the home of my youth, they don't like the passive stuff. Them imagining people doing things that they don't agree with means that they need to create laws saying that those people can't be who they are. And that is just wrong on my part. Because I don't know what the absolute, if there is any absolute truth in who you should be in the universe, as long as it's not impacting negatively other people actively, why not grasp onto that creative you? And that is where we've kind of headed as an artistic group, myself and Crystal and Jess playing rhythm guitar. It is in expressing those types of truths because those are difficult things to discuss. So the easy thing to discuss is what I'm going to tell you right now. We need to get to work. practicing our technical skill set so that we can actually communicate those emotional and ethical truths to the world when we play our music, if we choose to. All right, I'm going to be gone until Wednesday morning. I may do a live between now and then, but if I don't, my apologies, and I will see you on the back end of this. Remember to work out.